Hello everybody and welcome back to Herbie's Garage. Today I'm getting ready to go for a ride on my 2002 Honda GL1800 Goldwing. I just pulled it out of the garage and it's cold. So I'm going to let it warm up a minute and I got to get my gloves out, my winter gloves. And if you guys probably haven't seen my setup I have on my helmet, if you're wondering what this is here, it's kind of to prevent the airflow underneath the helmet while I'm videoing, but it also gives me support for this heavy helmet. You know, they're all heavy if you've been riding long enough, and it kind of holds the helmet, you know, takes the pressure off your neck a little bit because I got a long neck. So anyway, I'm going to switch over to the GoPro and we're going to take off here. We're going to go for a little ride. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing. Alright, we'll pick back up in a minute. Alright, let's take off and hit the road. I'm going to go out and I'm going to give this Goldwing a little bit of a run through. I'm going to close my shield. If you guys saw my last video, I don't know if it was my last video on the Goldwing, I think it was, where I did a code check on it because the FI fault indicator light was on and all the codes that I came across, so I cleared them. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a good little ride and we're going to see, you know, if these codes come back. And whenever I get back, I'm going to do a code reading on it, and you guys will see if they came back or not. Now this is really my second ride. I'm really continuing on this from my first ride because I haven't checked the codes yet, but I took a little short ride about a week ago. My daughter, her dryer broke, so I thought, well, I'm just going to take the Goldwing over there. I loaded up some tools and went over there and needed some parts, so I left to go to Lowe's to pick up some parts. And wouldn't you know it, started pouring down raining on me, so the Goldwing got a little bit of a douche. My bike is absolutely filthy from the dirt off the roads and being wet, but it was kind of a good test because I didn't know if these codes, you know, were generated from maybe a faulty ground that when water gets on it, or an open wire or something like that. So that was a good first test on this, and the second part of this test is going to be the actual ride today. And so far, as you can see, there's no lights on, but that doesn't mean there's not a code. And when I get back, we're going to check the codes out. I'm not going to film all of my ride. I don't want to bore you with a long ride with me jabbering, so I'm just going to film this little bit, and when I get back I'll show you how many miles I put on it, and then we'll check the codes. Okay, I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Well, just going to give you a quick update. I've gone about 63.3 miles total between my first ride and this ride, and I still don't have a light on. And the bike is running great. Boy, it's a beautiful day too. So I'm just going to pick back up with you whenever I get back home. See you there. Well, I made it back home, and I've got my seat removed, and I've got my wire ready to attach, and I've got my paper down here ready to go. So I'm going to show you how many miles I put on it, and then we're going to go ahead and check for codes. As you can see, I got almost 100 miles, 99.4. I was trying to get 100 miles between my first ride over to my daughter's house and then today's ride, and I got really close. So I've been through some rain with it, so I've had a lot of water splashing on it, so that ought to be a good test. And I put a lot of miles on it. I went on the interstate today, and the speed limit was 70, but the traffic was doing 85, so I was going right along with the traffic. So I was doing a steady 85 miles per hour. So I gave it a good workout. So let's see if it's got any codes. All right, I know it's in here. Let's see if I can get this out without removing this time. It makes it a little bit easier, gives me a little more room, but well, let me tell you what, let me take this out. It's only 2 screws. It'll give me a little more room. Doesn't give you a lot of room in here. I pointed this out last time, but I'll say something again this time. There is 2 plugs in here. This one's is a small one. It's only got 2. That's not the one you use. This one here is a bigger one. It's only got 2 as well, but it's a triple plug, but it doesn't have anything in the middle of it. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up, ground this out. All right, I've got my paper ready. This is the codes from the last time. And I'm going to get ready to write it if I need to. We'll turn it on and we'll count it if it's got any codes. And it looks like there's no codes. No codes. So we'll see how this does in the long term, but I gave it a pretty good test. I mean, I did a lot of low speed kind of, try to bog it down a little bit, maybe, cause some kind of knocking or whatever. I did some quick acceleration. I did do a little bit of that in the video so you could see it. I did a lot of high-speed interstate riding. I did city riding, so I did a little bit of everything. And I took it through in the rain and had some water splashed on it. So I do need to wash it. I probably should have done that and tried that first before I did the video, but I think I'll be okay. So the gist of it is, I think that I probably unplugged stuff with the battery still intact. I don't remember if I had the battery in when I started unplugging things. I don't think I did, but maybe I did. So whatever it was, it's gone now, and I don't have any code, so that's a very good thing. So now I can ride with a good peace of mind. All right, I appreciate you coming along and watching the follow-up video. It's good news, and that's what I was hoping for. So we'll see how it does in the long run. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.